And there's something else. You use the word ambiguity. And have any of you come across this idea of ambiguities specifically for us in language, particularly the language of hypnosis, or you've come across the concept of ambiguities? So it's a word that could have several meanings depending on what context it is in. And a phrase that you used several times was "help myself," which is a very interesting ambiguity. So give me some examples of what does the phrase "help myself" mean, or contexts within which it has meaning.
Okay.
Take it. Yeah. I'll just go and help myself. Yeah, I'll help myself to that car stereo. Yes. What else? To improve myself, to assist myself. Yeah, absolutely. And one more.
I can think somebody else helping him. Could we help myself?
So yes, excellent observation, which I think is definitely related to and all the stuff that he's talking about there.
That he's asking for help for himself, so help myself.
Yeah. And one more. Think in the context of a buffet. Yeah. Imagine somebody comes back from a buffet with a big mound of food like this, and somebody says to them sarcastically, "Oh, you help yourself." So yeah, isn't it interesting? So we've got at least we've come up here with 4 meanings of the phrase "help myself," which is something that you used in at least 2 of those contexts that you were in what you described to us just.
I also heard isolation, implied isolation.
Mm-hmm.
This is if I am helping myself, then it's just me.
Yes.
Sure.
The other thing I noticed was you said something about getting in your own way. And did anyone notice AJ enacting getting in his own? Well, it's not exactly. Well, it's as if almost as if there were 2 people debating over what we're going to say. What you say? It's like, if any of you have ever done a corporate training course where you've had to do some kind of lame presentation thing at the end, and it's all well you do the intro and you do this bit, and then people end up having to do the presentation and kind of getting you see this at sales conferences. It was almost a bit like that. Didn't we notice that?
Yeah.
As if what it is, and then almost as if you were. Almost as if you've got a self-image of yourself when you're doing this change work with other people, where you're helping them but not yourself, but standing in front of you and you're trying to get past that in order to get to where you want to go.
And that's actually reflected in the language, help myself, because it implies, at least on one level, there's this person called self, and that they are in need of help, and so someone needs to deliver that help. Well, is it the self that needs to help the self, or is it some other? And this is inherent at least in the English language. We say you need to control yourself better. Well, or you need to. It's inherent in the concept of self-improvement, what I could refer to as the morphine of self-improvement. It implies that there's some self that needs to be improved in some way. And that the one who should be doing that improving is in fact the self.
Like a self-cleaning oven.
Yeah, there you go. And for me, when you were talking about that, well, it's like, who's helping who? Whose job is it? And that sort of thing. Just again, I'm not coming up at this point with any kind of, here's what's going on, here's the solution. It's more about opening up to, what are the possibilities inherent in just a few words or a few gestures and things, because whatever people say is going on for them, there's always more going on at an unconscious level. In fact, I'd go so far as to say the majority is actually going on at an unconscious level.
And when we learn what to do with that?
Yes.
Because that's where I get to often. I've read books and then I've listened to your audio CDs. I'm getting to the point where I'm noticing things, and then it's like, well,
and then what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so you can stick a label on it and say, that was a syntactical ambiguity. Fantastic!
Yes. We will now go out and collect them, like bird spotting. Yes. So 7 punctuation ambiguities, 17 syntacticals, and a lost performative.
You got a lost performative?
Yeah.
I only got a lost referential index.
Yeah. Well, that's, and at the here's the process as I see it. Step 1, become aware of the stuff that's going on. Step 2, make some kind of hypotheses about what might be going on. Step 3, try some stuff and see what happens. Experiment. And that's what that process of notice stuff, form a hypothesis, try some stuff out, keep what works, discard what doesn't, do it, rinse, wash, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. That is pretty much the process we'll be going through to some extent or another through the entire